Usually when I'm asked the question, how does someone usually become homeless? It's the same way someone has a car accident. Every story is unique, but a common denominator is some kind of catastrophic thing happen or catastrophic events happen that really changed the way someone thought. Living on the street for almost 5 years, all over the United States, and it was just like, what am I going to do about it?
At Compass Affordable Housing, we're helping create safe places for human development. That means we're helping people build better stability, better lives, and stronger families by building safe places for individuals and families to become the best versions of themselves. That includes meeting their physical needs, safety needs, social needs, self-esteem needs, and their self-actualization needs.
My biggest challenge when I was accepted at Compass was overcoming my fear of the unknown. My husband passed away in 2015 and I became homeless in January of 2016. I've had several years of sobriety on and off throughout my life. When I lost my husband 10 years ago, it made it worse. So that was a big challenge for me. Being back out on the street and being sober is very, very difficult. So that was probably my biggest fear, was not being accepted in somewhere, that I would still be stuck out there. I don't have a lot of income. Rent is not cheap anymore. So I was very afraid of, was it something I was going to be able to maintain on my own?
Through a 12-year relationship, things went sour, things went south. I got several DUIs, almost went to prison on the very last one, so I ended up putting myself into rehab. It was, for me, the first time being out on my own since I was 16. Learning how to live on my own and budget my own money and stuff like that has been a big challenge for me. And the food insecurity thing came from not having enough money prior to going into rehab and those kinds of things. The biggest challenges before I came to Compass was learning how to budget my money on my own and overcoming fear of being alone, fear of walking by myself anywhere, fear of people in general. Like I said, I'd always had someone to bounce my fears off of or felt somewhat safe around. And learning how to live on your own as a female, as an older female, is very challenging.
I was looking for a halfway house, but no one would take me. I didn't have a job or anything. So I was basically like sleeping in a ditch, and I called El Pueblo, and El Pueblo sent me to Sullivan Jackson, and Sullivan Jackson introduced me to Luis, to Compass, and it's been great, man. Ever since I got with Compass, like things have been changing for me, like drastically. I have a place now to live, not homeless anymore.
We're building a better tomorrow for Tucson. We believe affordable housing is not only good for the individual or family that lives there, but it's good for neighborhoods and communities as a whole for future generations to come. That includes meeting their physical needs, safety needs, social needs, self-esteem needs, and their self-actualization needs. And it means a stronger community. Our goal at Compass Affordable Housing is to provide an increased number of safe places so people can move past worrying about survival, so they can thrive and become the best versions of themselves.
Have a safe place to go to bed at night. Something I don't have to worry about anymore. They've implemented several programs in the complex that trying to build a community structure. Like they have AA meetings every week. They started doing bingo every other week. They're supposed to have some kind of ice cream socials. They're doing all kinds of stuff there to build a community.
What am I most proud of? Overcoming my fear of being alone. I've learned how to live by myself with support, obviously. I've navigated so many fearful things in my life. I'm not afraid of people anymore.
I was DCS involved for my substance use, and to get Isla back, I had to have employment and housing. And so I did the workforce program there and the housing program, and found a really good job. It was a temporary job that would have ended when tax season ended, but because of that job, I was moved to the housing program. And due to being picked up by Compass Affordable Housing, I was able to find a really good apartment, and they assisted me in moving in there, and then actually helped me out for months after that. I feel most accomplished in the reunification and the life I'm able to provide her now, and I feel most accomplished in how I was able to wrap up my case with her, how well that went. The relationship I have with them now, and just proud, accomplished that my daughter's happy, healthy, and keeping me on my toes.
You were a real pleasure to work with, and watching you grow, it was awesome.
Thank you. This was, I felt entirely safe in the most important moments of my journey this time. And I didn't always feel that way. So thank you for providing that safety for me to kind of grow. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Thank you so much.